Hello and welcome to a special episode of Do You Want to Hear Something Awful? I'm Alyson and I'm joined today by a special guest, Tabitha. Today is a special episode because instead of doing my usual very fancy formal format, Tabitha and I are hanging out. Tabitha is whittling a bunny.
A chubby bunny.
A chubby bunny. I am drinking a strawberry watermelon sparkling water, and we are going to dig into what people are calling the new Fyre Festival adjacent situation. That is the Finger Lakes Reading Retreat in Bristol, New York.
Ooh.
Now, I just saw this came out this past weekend, all of this, and rather than me go and research all of it beforehand, Tabitha and I are going to go through this together and learn in real time, a real-time deep dive where we're putting the pieces together. Because I haven't been able to find any article or video on this so far, but it is trending. This is hot and fresh, and you can get our real-time reaction. So I'm curious to see if you all will enjoy this version of the podcast even more than the usual episodes. Let me know. But before much ado, no.
Are we saying ado already?
What is it? Without further ado, we can get started. Basically, there's this book influencer named Meg, and she creates romance and fantasy content on Instagram and TikTok. Let me look up kind of her profile online.
Celestial Meg?
Celestial Meg. Let's go ahead and see her website here. Okay, well, she says she's a book lover and artist, and she read over 120 romance books in 2025.
Wow.
Yeah. So she says she likes cozy contemporary books, dark and twisted fantasy, and sports.
That's okay. Sports.
Yeah, and she says that she began her reading journey as a way to connect with her inner child, which is very interesting with the genre of books she's reading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the romance, dark, twisted.
Yeah.
Interesting with the sports.
Yeah, so I guess she has a wait list for her reading retreats. Let me look at her store.
Are they still going on?
Well, she does have another one planned.
Wow.
Here we go. So I'm looking at the retreat website, and she said that it's uninterrupted reading time, unlimited snacks, bookish crafts, and more. And it's in a luxury cabin. That is a small cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like an Airbnb cabin.
That does look like an Airbnb. Is it just these? There are 2 single rooms and a shared room.
Unless that's only what they're showing. Let's see. Oh, is this the itinerary?
This is the itinerary. Oh, this is juicy. So she said, I might have lied when I said we do nothing but read. Here's what we've got planned. So I guess Thursday at 5 p.m. people are arriving.
Okay.
6:30 they're doing a make your own personal pizza. 7:30 it's like an icebreaker game, and then hang out and go to bed, it says.
Okay.
Friday 8 to 9 breakfast. Read, craft, and relax time until 12. And then after that's lunch, where they're having a gourmet sandwich bar with homemade sourdough bread. I wonder if Meg is making the sourdough bread herself.
I wonder.
Bookbinding workshop from 1 to 4. Dinner is at 7, and so you can read from 4 to 7, and then after dinner you can read and relax until bed, and it says they're going to do a group heated rivalry viewing.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I just want to comment that so far, this is reading like a sleepover that I would do with my friends for not $900.
Yeah, it's like you're paying for...
It's kind of like you're paying for like a get-together that you would do with your friends. Feels like somebody put their dream sleepover schedule together and is having people pay to come to their sleepover.
For it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's accurate so far.
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
Yeah. All right, Saturday 8 is breakfast. There's photo shoots throughout the day. It's the same thing. You can read from 9 to noon. There's like a tea time and book club discussion at 3, dinner at 7. Then they're doing a fireside solstice celebration at 8:30, so the longest day of the year.
Okay.
To set intentions. And then Sunday they're doing actually a white elephant book swap after breakfast, and then everybody's leaving at 11, it says. And then I guess for the bookbinding workshop, they invited this fantasy author named Corwin.
Okay.
They also hired a New Hampshire-based elopement and portrait photographer named Kat, and they're gonna have like basically cosplay, or like you can wear any fancy outfit and you'll get a 30-minute photo shoot with 5 photos. And then the book club, it says you gotta purchase your own copy of the book, but participation is optional, and it's the book The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. I'm so confused if this retreat happened before or not, because there are 3 reviews for the retreat. I don't know if this is from the past one, or did she like just upload these?
Maybe she just uploaded them,
or did she make them up?
She made them up herself.
Okay, this retreat was everything I wanted in a reading weekend getaway. The location was beautiful, great activities, friendships. People are saying it was fun. And then she also put things to do nearby this cabin. So we have like a Wizard of Clay pottery shop. There's like a waterfall. There's a lake. And so that is what it looks like the retreat was.
I guess she wasn't holding them captive if she recommended nearby things to do. So I'll
yeah,
take that off what she did to them, because I don't know what she did to them.
It was not kidnapping, yeah. Now we got to figure out why she was trending on Threads. Apparently the person who held this book retreat yelled at all her guests and then they all left her. So I guess Meg
was not very nice.
Was not very
not
nice.
A gracious host.
Kat's reading list says, Meg, that is not what happened. This was advertised as a weekend full of bookish activities and crafts, time to read, icebreakers, and time to bond with friends. On Thursday, day 1 of the retreat, you hadn't packed your own stuff and nothing was ready to go to the Airbnb. The groceries hadn't been purchased and I loaded your car while you ate after driving 6.5 hours to get there. Mallory and I brought everything in while you were supposed to go grocery shopping. You weren't back by the time all the other girls arrived and we had to get our own dinner, which Mallory paid for because we still didn't have food and you were still gone. The first thing you said upon returning without food was a threat to these girls that if they were in cahoots with these snakes, they would be kicked out of the retreat. We all went to bed that night confused and uneasy about the rest of the weekend. Friday morning came and we had to go out for breakfast, spending our own money on food again because you still hadn't shopped. You left again to do so and we were able to get coffee and breakfast, hit Aldi's, and stop at Allgreens all before you got back with a pack of yogurt, 2 loaves of bread, turkey, and PB&J. While you were gone, Mallory and I set up everything for all of the crafts so the girls had stuff to do. Basically, it sounds like somebody else is running her retreat for her at this point. And also, what happened to like the local artisan deli sandwiches? It sounds like she just got PB&J and bread and turkey. Kat's reading list continues. We had an incredible time bookbinding with Corwin, even though you spent the whole time talking about the snakes and contradicting what Corwin was telling us. You made cacao for a ceremony and then left yet again to pick up ingredients you didn't have. At this point, you spent more time away from the retreat than you had spent at it. The entire itinerary and menu planned had been thrown out the window. After the cacao ceremony, we again needed to figure out our own dinner plans, which you fought us on. It was then we decided that it was better for us to leave. Thousands of dollars were spent per person for us to be there, and almost nothing we were promised was provided. We were concerned for everyone's health and safety. Nothing was done with malice. And I think it's important to note that the people who are at this retreat don't want people to attack Meg, but they do want her to get help. And I do agree with this person to an extent that we don't need to give her any more attention than she's getting, but she's been commenting on all of the posts, you know?
Mm-hmm. So is she living for this attention?
Yeah, I think she might be. Okay, so this person is saying, let me start by saying this retreat was sold as an all-inclusive, relaxing, and very planned weekend. We each paid $900 on top of the flights. When we arrived to the location, the host wasn't there. When she did arrive hours later, the first thing she did was scream in our faces that if we were conspiring against her, she would kick us out. There was no food. One of the girls with the car went and got pizza so we could eat. The host continued to not provide food the next day, and we went out to find our own. She finally came back from shopping with 2 tiny tiny bags of groceries with bread, meat, and peanut butter jelly. She did not prepare any food. We wanted to leave at that point because she was having a mental breakdown and yelling about AI and people after her on top of all this, but someone was coming to do the bookbinding workshop. We did the bookbinding, and she left to go get maple syrup for this drink she wanted us to have, and we only felt like we could breathe when she was gone. She was manic on her phone the whole time, talking about people out to get her and making fake AI accounts to fuck with her. It's now 4 p.m., no food provided still. The Airbnb was $2,000 for the weekend. She had a surplus of $3,800 for food and supplies, and she did not provide anything. We each took turns having anxiety attacks in our bedroom.
Oh my God.
That sounds horrible.
Wild.
So the tickets, this is the big kicker. Guess how much the tickets cost?
In upstate New York with the lady that's doing this, $500.
$900.
Holy shit.
So to quote somebody's Threads comment, no one is paying $900 for a ham and cheese sandwich, Meg, which is accurate. Oh my gosh, I finally found her Threads account. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, so here is the cabin. It is quite small. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven people. They do have a cute dog. I just found the Threads tea. This is going to be a very chaotic podcast.
I love it.
Here's the drama here. So I'm finding the beginning of the thread. They all left my retreat because they thought I was acting crazy and not traumatized. LOLOL. The whole fucking story is my threads from the last 3 weeks. Someone has been pretending to be my dream man using AI, and I've sent all the screenshots multiple times to multiple people, including in my server, and none of them care to listen to me. I've been telling all y'all to reach out personally, but you refuse to do that too. And then after that is when she started saying that she did pay for all that stuff. Steel Meg said, I actually had to pay for all of your goodie bag stuff, which did also include things I had already made, but I made a lot of new stuff. The plan for lunch was already deli sandwiches, and that's what I got. Local artisan sourdough and deli meat. Deli sandwiches from like Walmart? Like the grab and go section?
Maybe. But
local
it
artisan
sounds like it was
sourdough.
just bread and jam and
yeah,
or something.
I did buy props for your photo shoots. I did also find some in my basement. I offered you leftovers because I know how big takeout portions could be. Her leftovers?
Sounds like it.
I offered to go grocery shopping multiple times, but people kept rushing me back through my friend. I was just in the hot tub chilling the whole time. Oh my gosh, she has like a love emoji, prayer emoji. I wish you would have been there. Sorry, my life was so crazy. I needed to give you different options on food from what I had planned. And then she's basically also going on a rant that she bought all that crafting stuff and that all of the bedazzle kits were fresh. Everything was for you. I know you were fine in the company I left you in, but you didn't feel safe with your own friends. Sorry. And then she said, I would have weeded and cut out the t-shirt shit by myself while you guys did what you wanted to do the next day, but with the door shut so you couldn't hear it. That was my plan, but none of you fucking asked. Wait, does that make sense to you? Cut out the t-shirt
it sounds like
shit.
she is kind of a...
While you guys did what you wanted to do. So basically,
well.
she didn't prepare soon enough, and she was going to prepare in secret so they couldn't hear it.
Is that...
But then, is that what it is? We did
like
cut out
a t-shirt for like a t-shirt from like the retreat? Is that what she's talking about?
Yeah. Like maybe making t-shirts or something.
I survived this retreat t-shirt.
I survived this retreat t-shirt. I was spewing what I was spewing about AI because I thought you guys had finally fucking seen me. I thought you guys were finally on my side, but no, you weren't. Thanks for that. I appreciate it, really. So this is what I'm saying is I feel like this was all like her putting together a really expensive sleepover for her people she thought would be her friends.
Yeah.
And then it sounds like she was disappointed when the people who paid to go to her retreat.
A luxurious retreat they anticipated.
She was not serving them. She more had like put together an event for people to pay to join her to be her friend.
And like maybe console her.
But maybe she thought she could do that because she's an influencer. Like parasocial relationships are very real.
They are.
I am so scared for your finger right now. Tabitha is whittling right now. Right. I think we mentioned that earlier, the chubby bunny.
Yeah.
The knife makes me scared to look at. Also, I hope you guys are enjoying the whittling ASMR behind this chaos.
Kind of a 2-for-1.
It is. Okay, so here we are. I think she posted a picture of a conversation on Discord with a specific guy named Logan, as if this was evidence that she is in the right. This is one person who messaged her on Discord. Basically, she sent screenshots of, I guess, stuff that was going on, or maybe not. Logan said, it doesn't seem like anyone is listening. Meg said they aren't, which is why I needed to blast them publicly. And Logan said, I'm proud of you. Meg said, can I post this screenshot with your name? They're trying to tell people my screenshots are cut up. And Logan said, you post it. Somebody replied to this, is this one of your AI boyfriends?
Wow. She just sounds very unwell mentally.
Yeah. Okay, so this person's comment is the most liked, and I feel like it's very balanced. Hey, Celestial Meg, people are going to talk about this for the next couple of days, like we are. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, whilst you were having your trouble with the AI thing, people were upset and scared by your behavior. I think the best course of action would be to log off and get in touch with some mental health professionals. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, your behavior has had pretty severe negative impact on other people, and the more you say right now, the worse it will be. I would stop posting ASAP. That is beautiful
that is
advice.
Great advice. That is like somebody that's actually like looking out.
Yeah.
That's somebody that's very neutral and just, that is the best thing that she could do right now, it sounds like.
I feel like this is the second most liked comment. Okay, sweetie, I've read it all. Here's what I can say out of empathy as an 18-year mental health professional. Like, she's been in mental health for 18 years. Okay. At first, originally I read it as 18 years old, which would be a very different thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, what you're doing isn't working, she says. Your symptoms are not controlled. You are miserable and you are negatively impacting others. You had a bad experience with some kind with treatment, and I'm sorry. Some professionals suck. Sometimes the first med isn't a match. Get genetic testing to see, or get gene site testing to see what does work. DM me and I will help you find good professionals, but you are much at risk right now. And Celestial Meg responded, I'm not miserable, but thank you. I'm having the best time of my life, actually. I'm really so good, LOLOL. And that's because I've been working with plants and animals. I hope you help your clients, though.
Wow.
Truly, I believe in therapy and I believe in medications if that's the journey people want to go on. I do have a therapist. And then she posted, what did she post? She posted pictures of a frog, a person smoking with a face mask and pink sparkly sunglasses on, and a screenshot of a Facebook post she made that said, learning is awful.
In 2013.
Yeah. Wow.
Definitely a bit manic.
I don't really even know what to say to this.
It's kind of sad. But I think, like, those people definitely got, like, scammed.
I think they definitely got scammed.
And it doesn't sound like she's in a healthy state of mind to do any sort of damage control correctly.
Basically, people are really trying to tell her she needs to get professional mental health help. And then people are also saying that she is blaming the people who bought tickets to a retreat that she was supposed to throw, blaming them that she was not prepared for the actual retreat she was supposed to host.
Yeah.
And tried to make her crazy, chaotic life her customers' problem. Because at the end of the day, they, like, are customers. They're not her friends.
Exactly.
You know? I mean, it'd be one thing if she was, like, paying them to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're paying $900 to be there. They're supposed to be relaxing. That's not very relaxing.
It sounds like something more so like they should have gotten paid for if she needed friends.
Oh, boy. Okay, so this gets crazier. The book bags and stuff that she was going to give out at the retreat, because they left, she posted them on Threads.
Okay.
And are saying she's going to give them to other people as gifts.
Wow.
That is so petty.
It is petty.
Also, she has she's giving out Reiki infused, like, simmering pot stuff. And, like, also, oh my god, she's giving out, like, sage and, like, things to burn and, like, crystals. And, like, I just feel like there's a certain point where, like, you can't, like, the cultural appropriation for me. Yeah. It'd be one thing if she said, like, this is a tradition from XYZ peoples, I really respect it, and this is why I use it. But no, she's saying that she is an expert in it, and that really bothers me.
That, and also, like, those gifts look like they could be probably, like, some of that stuff looks like you can buy it at Five Below. For how much they spent and how much she didn't give them. It seems like she didn't even really put too much...
Literally.
Effort.
Well, no, literally. Okay, so somebody on here said those bags cost maybe $100 as I have that deck, like the deck of tarot cards, and it was $25, and the glow mood thing is maybe $15. But the real issue is having people pay for food and lodging after getting their own flights and paying $900 for something that was supposed to be all-inclusive. Sandwich ingredients hours late doesn't equate to feeding people who have been traveling for hours and are very hungry and travel lag. Coming from a bipolar person, we are responsible for the damage our illness causes others. That is so like, that is such a good point. And this other person says, doesn't look worth $900. And then another person says, damn highway robbery. And then this person said, LOL, those are Dollar Tree bags.
Yeah.
So you were right. They are Dollar Tree bags.
Like Five Below, too.
Yeah, like, definitely Five Below. Like, I'm feeling like the Palo Santo was from, like, literally Five Below. And that, honestly, like, those, like, self-care, like, cards that she has, I don't think they're tarot cards. They look like self-care cards or something. Self-care oracle, it says. Those, honestly, look like they're not that expensive. Let me see how much those are. Jill Pyle self-care oracle. Okay, so they are $25, but if you get them used online, you can get them as cheap as like $9.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's not exactly things that have ginormous amounts of value. Also, she is very clearly a white woman and doing ayahuasca ceremonies. And she says that they're 40 years worth of therapy and she's done 8 of them. So she's saying she's done 120 years of therapy. And that because of that, everything she's speaking is truth. Okay. And that so she's healing. But she says plant medicines are not for everyone. No one is forcing you to do them.
So she thinks she's more enlightened than other people.
Because she did ayahuasca ceremonies, yeah. Oh my gosh, she's a white woman and she's saying for some easy cord cutting, you can recite the Ho'oponopono forgiveness prayer while visualizing an energetic cord between you and said person. But I also feel like these are not her cultural practices.
No, they're not.
She says, I know some of y'all want to demonize the Hape.
No.
I'm looking it up. Oh my. Okay, it's basically finely ground herbal powder made from tobacco and alkaline ashes from sacred Amazonian trees and leaves or seeds.
So another
indigenous practice she's stealing. And it originates from indigenous tribes in Brazil and Peru, and it says it's traditionally viewed as a tool for cleansing and focus, but it has a high concentration of nicotine and can cause physical purging like vomiting or dizziness.
Okay.
So she's saying Hape is just ash mixed with other ash. It's truly as simple yet not as simple as that. Ayahuasca is just divine. The animal symbol is a snake. I'm starting to wonder if this is why she is maybe having a hard time with her mental health.
A lot of drugs.
A lot of substances. I don't know. Like, she said she's been working with Hape for 5 years and cannabis for even longer, and that she knows the plants. She knows the plants.
She knows the plants.
Yeah. She's talking about having ayahuasca the same amount in one ceremony as another and then having like a completely different experience. Let me look up. I know what ayahuasca is, but I don't actually know like much about it.
I think it's like very like
psychedelic.
Okay.
It's also Amazonian psychedelic brew. So it contains DMT, the psychedelic. But I guess the vine that they use to make the ayahuasca contains monoamine oxidase inhibitors that block the breakdown of DMT that usually happens when you digest DMT. So the DMT actually does reach the brain, and then you have like those effects for like 4 to 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a Schedule 1 controlled substance.
I think a lot of people do it like...
Does she like go abroad?
I think they do it in other countries.
It belongs to multiple indigenous people in Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, and Brazil. And it has been it has been culturally appropriated and commercialized, which is kind of exactly what she's doing, to be honest.
I've like heard of like celebrities doing it and stuff.
Okay, this is where she says... Okay, so this is when she has seen people saying that she needs to get help. Okay, so she's seen people saying she needs to get help. She says, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder 6 or 7 years ago. That's why I went fucking deep into the healing. Western medicine failed me every step of the way. That's why I went to the plants.
Okay. So does she think she's healed?
Yes. Her name a few days ago on her server that she created is High Priestess Meg.
Okay. So she's... I don't know exactly what to take from that, but it seems like she's just having a very bad episode.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what the maple syrup for the drink she wanted everybody to have was for?
What?
a freaking cacao ceremony. So she's like, cacao, it's just chocolate with some maple syrup. But she's going to host a cacao ceremony at her Salem retreat. She's planning another retreat. She's going to host a cacao ceremony, the rawest form of chocolate. And she's going to do prayer and intention and spiritual rituals.
Wow.
What culture do you think this belongs to? Let's find out.
Not something in her lineage.
Okay, so now she's stealing from the Maya and the Aztec and the Olmec. This is wild. Oh, this comment is so good. Oh, to be a white woman without 1 ounce of shame. To post your way through this after the harm you've caused people is sickening. Have you told them how you plan to pay them back? This person says, you act deranged and scare your victims off and get to rest after you've scammed them out of nearly $4,000. Where's the money, Meg? Where's their damn money? When are you going to refund their money? Oh my gosh, this person is finally saying what I'm thinking. What are you doing with all of this but scamming people on threads with cultural theft and dehumanizing? Because think about the lack of respect and the stigma she's putting around these indigenous traditions, customs, cultural wealth, and knowledge. You keep messing around with energy that is not yours to use and have no business acting as gatekeeper and facilitator. For reals, it ain't cute, it ain't whimsical, and it ain't authentic. That's from Dr. Dawn Amber. You're just making it a lot easier for your victims to sue the fuck out of you. That's from Jump with Christy Lee. It's really, really good.
That is true.
That is true. I mean, I would sue. I would go to... What I would do is I would go to small claims court.
I think that would be appropriate.
That would be appropriate at this time. The Discord she had, she deleted it because there was somebody pretending to be someone he wasn't, and he's a pathetic snake.
That's what she said?
Yes. Basically, she had sent her book to people to review as well. You know how you were like, oh, I wrote this chapter. Will you look at it for me? Okay. So basically, she was upset thinking that people had AI read it instead of themselves. And these were the messages that she posted to support her conclusion.
Okay.
Sorry for the delay. For me, I think the writing is great. Everything flows well for what you're trying to convey. I'm a little lost for context in the story, so the emotional payoff isn't there. But I'm assuming this won't be the opening of the book, so that's probably why. Also, I love the journey that through the exhibits. They each are very visceral and give you the sense of the weight in each section. I will say, though, sometimes less is more. Describing every single thing takes the imaginative element away from the reader. But overall, I would say you're fantastic for a first-time outing in the literary world.
Okay. So this is like feedback other people gave her.
Yeah, and so basically she said it's actually the climax. Thank you for reading it. It's not done yet. Thanks, I hope so-and-so likes it too. And then a few minutes later, did you just use AI for that response? Bro, you put my writing into an AI chatbot and didn't even have an original thought of your own to tell me? Wow, so I guess in one of these threads, she's accusing people, how many of you fucking fed my chapter into AI? If you did, I'm gonna be so pissed. It was 5 pages long. I didn't give you a whole book for that very fucking reason. It was a gift because I knew you needed the message and you weren't even actually fucking listening. It takes me a second, but I can eventually tell what's real and what's not.
Okay.
But they're actually original text, like looking at it.
Yeah, that looks like it's...
I am a tutor. I know how to spot, like as an English tutor, I can spot AI writing pretty easily. This is a mess. This text that was sent to her, the punctuation is all off, the capitalization is off. It's kind of scattered. It's not in groups of like 3. There's nothing really screaming like AI to me. I think she just got upset. The person responded 1 word, huh? And she said, you'll read it when you're ready. I don't actually care for your opinion, fake or not, dude. It was a gift for being a good person, and then you fed it into a robot. And he said, Meg, that was literally me.
Wow.
And then she said, you think I haven't read enough messages and books to know the difference between an authentic response or not?
So was this part of like the thing is this part of like what she was thinking people were after her with like the AI stuff?
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, no, maybe. I think she also said that she had like an AI boyfriend or something that she thought was real. Okay, so then she posted also celestial vision capsules made in prayer, 15 capsules. The empty wrapper of the first pack of mushrooms I bought 2 years ago. Nothing new here. Love ya. I'm so confused. Does she
Is that like mushrooms she bought 2 years ago?
And then put into capsules to sell?
Or like, is she not selling it? Even though it looks branded by her, is that where she took her name from or something?
Oh, maybe so. Who knows?
I tend to agree with people that she's kind of like all over the place right now. She just seems like she's kind of on another planet. Yeah. I mean, it must be pretty hard living in her head.
It must be pretty, you know what? It must be pretty hard living in her head. And she keeps saying, like, I'm fine, I'm so safe.
I wonder where Meg's parents are.
Do you know what? That is a thought that I think people have not thought about yet. Where are Meg's parents?
Like, what's her background
What's
story?
her background story? Does she have parents who are seeing this? If this was my child, I would be very concerned.
I would be wanting to get them mental health help.
Yeah. Yeah, book retreat Fyre Festival was not on my bingo card, this person says. Oh, wow, she's like commenting on everybody's posts about this. The whole story is my threads recently, but none of my friends chose to listen when I reached out for help, and then they gaslit me when I asked them to help. I pinned my best post explaining it, I think.
Okay.
And then she posted like a cute little bunny with a knife pointed at the screen.
It's a bit scary.
Yeah, well, this person is right. She says the story is in her threads, but there's literally nothing to justify this. It's so true. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is so funny. Can someone please tell the Fyre Fest book retreat lady that the plant medicines aren't working? She's planning another retreat.
Good.
It's so funny. Well, and here's the really fishy thing is the reviews from her Finger Lakes trips online are suspiciously positive.
Very positive.
Very positive.
Seemed like they came maybe from her.
From her. Well, that is pretty much all of the lore as far as Celestial Meg and her cultural appropriation, plant medicine, BPD, manic
I wonder
scam.
if more will come out about this.
I don't know. I feel like maybe it's over. I do feel like she should really listen to people when they say for her to please stop posting, because she is just digging herself into such a deep hole right now. I don't even know who would come to another one of her retreats.
Yeah.
I just feel so bad for the people at that retreat who lost all that money.
I know.
If you could host a retreat and something and charge people $900 and scam them, what would people be doing at your retreat? Whittling?
Whittling, because I don't know very much myself right now, and that would definitely be a scam.
This is what the bunny is supposed to look like. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could see her bunny.
I'm not done.
It's coming along.
It's coming along. Mm-hmm.
She made good progress on this while I was talking Tabitha's ear off.
Yeah, I worked up an appetite. I had to go get a yogurt.
So I hope you enjoyed this really unique episode, this chaotic episode of Do You Want to Hear Something Awful? Let me know if you prefer this really casual setting or the more formal, structured one. There's not really anything I can say here, like our usual mission about wanting to leave you with something positive or like an action step you can take, because I think the best action step you can take would be not to be like me and not engage in this drama. And to be fair, I did not like or comment on anything. I just wanted to inform the people what's going on. And also, everybody needs to be culturally humble. Do not pay a white woman $900 to lead you through a cacao ceremony, please.
I hope that Celestial Meg gets the help she needs.
I mean, that's really all anybody can hope for. I hope that she gets the help she needs, but it sounds like she believes she's fully healed. So I would just recommend everybody just disengage. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. She'll probably listen to this podcast and be enraged that I made it. I think we all need to be more careful about parasocial relationships on the internet. People on the internet don't truly know who you are. Online friends can be great, but you cannot expect people that you met online to be there for you when they pay you $900 to host a retreat and you're complaining about your AI boyfriend.
Yeah. No. Wow.
Yeah. Do you have any last thoughts, Tabitha?
I think you really hit the nail on the head with that last one, So,
I think, everybody just do not reward her with attention. Do not reward any of this behavior. Disengage if you care at all. Everybody has already told her she needs help. She doesn't believe she does. The only way that she will figure out that she needs help is if BookTok stops giving her attention. So.
Yeah. Wow.
Let us have it rain fire down on her, to quote herself to herself.
Hopefully the people, I don't know.
The fire of silence.
see their money again, but
I don't know. Well, they better. Listen, if any of the attendees are listening to this podcast, this is what you need to do. This is your action step. You need to look up how to file small claims court, how to write a demand letter. Demand letters will get you so far in life when somebody wrongs you like this. 98% of court cases are settled outside of court. So if she is not going to give you your money back, your assignment, dear listener, if you were at this retreat, go look up how to write a demand letter.
Get your money back.
Get your money back. Do a free consult with a lawyer who wants this publicity because this is quite a crazy scandal. You could even do that. And everybody else, just disengage. That's my do you want to hear something awful take on this. So, well, that was thank you for joining us.
Anytime.
Thank you. I hope everybody enjoyed the whittling ASMR and the unhinged nature of this episode. And please come back next time for more craziness, whether it's a real episode or a chill one. If you want Tabitha back, comment.
Yeah, I'll come back if you want me here.
And enjoy the rest of your week.
Bye.